Hello everybody, and holy smokes, we've got a new Eminem song. And by a new Eminem song, we mean an old Eminem song back from the Relapse days, which is crazy because we just reviewed the Relapse album. So if you want a full track-by-track breakdown of the Relapse refill experience, you can totally check that out wherever it pops up in the corner. We did that over at Behind That Suit Reviews, which is the normal thing where we do long-ass album reviews, but this is the reaction channel. My name is Holden Stephan Roy, and the beauty of this channel is when a freaking out-of-nowhere Eminem song pops up, we have the complete opportunity to have a little listen together and see what we think. So full disclosure before we jump up in here, I have not heard this song before, which means I'm going to miss like all the bars you're going to point out that I'm going to miss. I'm just letting you know. I'm basically going to hear it for the first time. I like to have the lyrics up. It helps me to kind of grab some stuff a little quicker. I've got over here in the other window this little YouTube video, so if you want to go check that out real quick, I'm going to link it in the description of this video so you can watch it yourself. Meanwhile, you know how it goes. I play the song for a bit. I make some comments. Y'all make fun of me in the comments. And we have a good time together. So on that note, I'm going to start the track.
So Slim and Shady, to the stage please. Oh, won't you please make the place go crazy. You know what you're doing when you do it for the ladies. So ladies, this ain't the place to be in if you're lazy. I said Shady, to the stage please. Oh, won't you please make the place go crazy. You know what you're doing when you do it for the ladies. So won't you please step up to the mic, baby.
Okay, but I'm excited already. I mean, that was a hook that brought me back to like that nostalgic era of Eminem that perhaps I'm missing with a lot of the new stuff that's going on, where I feel like in the current era, Eminem is trying to grab the 16-year-olds with the same captivation that like I had when I was 16 and whatnot. But this sounds like that era of life when I was captivated. So instantly, being the old man that I've become, I'm very attracted to the sound of this hook. It's cool. You know, maybe it's going to be for the ladies, which you kind of expect with a track called Nut Up. I'm not expecting this to be on the more serious side of things. But the sound, this is very cool. I kind of wish this had like sonically been on Relapse more than some of the other stuff. But I guess since he scrapped, so quick little tangent, he was going to have a Relapse 2. And then he scrapped that and made Recovery. So this is allegedly a track from that Relapse 2 project in the scrapped variety. So let's check it.
Boring lately, I've been playing in Poison Ivy and P. I've been itching to get in some SHIT. You heard what I SAID. This club, I guess they ID, but they just let me in without it, so I guess they like me. I put on my best dang white tee for the season's festivities, and I even got it pressed and dry clean. It's me and the rest of my heathens. We in the building till it closes. We'll party until then. Nobody knows that I'm drinking. Keep my Bacardi concealed inside of my jacket when no one's looking. I tap the bottle, crack it, then swing it, then put the freaking top back on it and cap it. Yeah, that same bullshit, man, I just got back on it. God damn it, boy, you don't want it, doggone it. That gin and tonic, I slam it. And alcoholic, I am what I am, that's all that I am. And upon my further inspection, Monica's bra I examine. And if you're wondering why I'm looking in awe as I am, it's cause I'm just so overjoyed to see people brought to my jam. And now let's go.
Alright, so this is definitely not the most substantial verse I've heard in terms of, in my opinion, like crazy puns and bars. But when we talk about the flow right here, I was really into it. I found myself really just kind of hooked there for a second, just listening to the way he was rhyming things, the way that he was handling it, like just shit like doggone it with slim and tonic, I slam it, an alcoholic, I am what I am, that's all that I am, you know, Monica's bra, examine. I like the way Eminem does that. Y'all like the way Eminem does that. It's pretty cool. Evidently this whole verse is basically him and his boys going drinking, and he takes it a little bit too far, and that's about all we've covered. And I think what's actually really incredible about this verse is how little he actually got about to actually saying while rhyming so eloquently. Because like flow wise, I thought this was hella on point. Content wise, it's really rhyming well and whatnot. That's cool. Let's check out the hook. Oh, it's apparently a different hook, and then we'll see what the second verse is like. You know what it is.
Slim and Shady, to the stage please. Oh, won't you please make the place go crazy. If you know what you're doing, fellas, turn to the ladies and tell them you just hit the lottery, baby. I said Shady, to the stage stage, please? Or won't you please make the place go crazy? We heard the fellas, now let's hear it from the ladies. Say you just hit the fucking lottery, baby. I hate it when no one's paying me any attention, so I won't let up till they do. I don't have any intention. I like your breast, but your booty's too skinny to pinch it. How is that possible with a waist only about 26 inches? Ease up on the Henny, just sip it. There's so many winches up in here that's got my interest. I'm drenched in sweat down in the trenches. Continue to make my way all the way to the center of the dance floor I've just entered. Hope that I don't get injured. Oh, here I go. I'm shaking my tail for the oh so member. Oh, feet.
Alright, man. So upon the second hook, I'm like, okay, it's a little flatter here. Maybe I can kind of see a little bit that this is totally not in maybe the finished phases where the last little bit of polish and edge is put on it. But otherwise, something I noticed is like, man, you could just like feel the beat picking up and like developing as he went on, and Eminem's just like adapting in a way to match the evolutions in the beat throughout the verses. I really dig the second verse too. I feel like this is a track where like the flow on the verses is something I could really find myself going back to and listening to again. Lyrically, it's cool. I feel like he's kind of capturing really well the essence of being completely faded and not so appealing while drunk and desiring to do some fornicating like things. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see what the rest of the verse brings.
Don't fail me now, better be nimble when you swoop this
what a sick flow.
Get the info on the nympho. Dudes whimper cause of the way he pimped up. Shady's Mercedes Benz with the crazy rims. Got the ladies trembling like a gremlin with a head full of Red Bull at 12:15 a.m. Then, dude, I feel incredible. Is medicine edible? You are unforgettable. Girl, the fact we didn't meet soon is the only thing that I think's regrettable. Let me check my schedule. Oh no, your phone number ain't even legible. This night's unmeasurable. It'd be my pleasure to introduce you to.
Man, it's like, again, the rhyming is really the stellar point of his song. So like, if you're into rhyming, I can't see how you're not digging this, man. Almost line by line, bar for bar, it's like everything is syncing up perfectly. Like, got the info on the nympho. Dudes went for the cause because of the way he pimped up and manages to make that rhyme. Shady's Mercedes Benz with the crazy rims got is now in the rhyme scheme here. Trembling like a gremlin with a head full of Red Bull. I don't know. It just keeps flowing. Everything keeps rhyming pretty proper. His tone is actually really sick. Like, I feel like this is before he learned how to sing. And I feel like Eminem learning how to sing had this remarkably big impact on his in his overall abilities as an MC. Like, it's almost like he stopped rapping like that because he could do different things.
Slim and Shady, to the stage, please. Or won't you please make the place go crazy? You know what you're doing, fellas. Turn to the ladies and tell them you just hit the lottery, baby.
Okay, for real, I can see it, man. This hook actually, like, by the third time, I feel like I was vibing it on the first time just because of nostalgia, and it's like everything about it feels like it checks the boxes and it's right, except for the part where he sounds so flat. Like, his flatness just is not making this like an invigorating hook. Let's see what the last verse is.
I said Shady, to the stage,
Oh, no,
please.
understood all
Won't
the
you
chorus
please
again.
make the place go crazy? We heard the fellas, now let's hear it from the ladies. Say you just hit the fucking lottery, baby. So when you come in the club, don't care if you paid or you snuck in. Soon as you hear the beat drop, stop what you're doing, start bucking. So get up like you're up and homie, get down like you're ducking. Up like you're stuck in the air and down like you're down on your luck. And not down like out, so just turn that frown upside down that you're stuck in. There's no upside when you're down, the only downside when you're up
that's
is
sick.
being hung over. So Shady.
Can we just like stop for this second? I really like that kind of shit. Up like you're stuck in the air and down like you're down on your luck, and not down like out. So just turn that frown upside down that you're stuck in. There's no upside when you're down. I love it when rappers can do some shit like overuse a word but make it so dynamic that it's just fresh as fuck. Because, I mean, there's the obvious tropes of just being lazy with it. This is the opposite. This is clever as fuck. I like when Eminem does this shit. I mean, the whole first part of this whole song is just bringing me back to like a different era of Eminem when it felt different, which I like. In regards to this track, it's pretty cool. Let's see how it ends.
Won't you tell them what's up, then go get your cup and refill it. Now speed it up a little bit and just kill it. Don't stand there and look at my whip, chick it in. I ain't gonna tell you again, now close the door, you're letting flies in. What am I supposed to be, air conditioning the whole outside then? Would you look at what you're riding in? You better take pride in it, stare at it for 5 minutes. You're lucky I didn't just drive by in it, your privilege just to be inside of it. I stepped in this party to live in it, I just caught a vibe in it the minute that I arrived in it. So ladies, where you at? Make some noise if you're liking it. And tell your boyfriend to take a hike again. 2 Heinekens in your mind. So Slim Shady, won't you please step to the mic again? Come on, Slim Shady.
Do you wonder if he ever envisioned shit like Rap God back when he was like learning to get into this more choppy, tricky shit? Do you think he was thinking about Rap God at that point?
The stage, please. Oh, won't you please make the place go crazy? If you know what you're doing, fellas, turn to the ladies and tell them you just hit the lottery, baby. I said Shady. To the stage, please. Oh, won't you please make the place go crazy? We heard the fellas, now let's hear it from the ladies. Say you just hit the fucking lottery, baby.
This was not a hook I expected to drop down to the chanty a cappella version of the beat. That's fantastic. That is corny but awesome in my opinion. This was a fun song. I actually could see myself putting this on if it ever hit Spotify or some convenient playlist, and I can like kind of create like a old school Eminem Slim Shady kind of sound that like I really want to listen to. That's not quite the same as the tricky fast shit. Once he got into like that lane of things, this really like hit a spot almost. Like I don't remember like the last time a new Eminem song came out of any kind, of any variety, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then it didn't disappoint me in any way. Now, to be clear, some of Eminem's newest work, I guess my biggest grievance with it all is it's almost exclusively about his career, a subject of which I've lost a lot of interest in. Meanwhile, we have a track like this where, honestly, you just got some fun, goofy Eminem getting smashed and having a good old time almost. Like, I could see how this fits into the messy parts of his life and whatnot, and I thought it was cool to just hear something like this again. And I would love to hear what you think, though. I'd love to hear if you enjoyed kind of this throwback to a different time of Eminem, if you kind of thought it was trash, if you thought it was whack. One thing I would like to state that I believe is that it's a little not finished. Like, I don't believe this is the version that would have been on the album. I think he would have spruced it up a little bit more, and this is more like the mixtape quality version of what we would get. So you can let me know your thoughts on that as well. Do you think he would have polished this up to the next level? And ultimately, to me, it's a little discussion, because I have my opinions, but they might be trash. So I want to hear your opinions so I can grow to be better. If you make that effort to comment, I'll answer you, positive or negative. If you make that effort to comment, I'll make that effort to answer. So thank y'all for watching. Feel free to subscribe to this channel for more reactions and some other stuff. I'm going to start doing some little gaming stuff on here too. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button if you felt that. Special thanks to the patrons: Ismail Gadamsi, Chris Prado, Jonathan Barnes, Coney Sparks, Linda Williams, and DJ Black Hurricane. I think I got them all. Jonathan Barnes, just in case. They support what we do, helped us get a new camera. They're going to help us get a website running. They're just fucking incredible, okay? They're fucking incredible people. So if you want to join them and be fucking incredible, you can help us out like that too, and that would make you awesome. And they get to tell us what albums to review. So we're in the middle of doing a Pete Rock review for Mr. Jonathan Barnes, and that's just kind of what it is. So thank y'all for watching. I make music myself. You can find all that link below. I'd look forward to hear what you think about anything, and looking forward to seeing you the next time. Peace.